There we go. Oh, there you go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to It's Happening Now. What is that noise? Stop
Sorry,
that.
sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, my bad.
Bro.
Okay, rough start. Welcome back to It's Happening Now. I'm Chris. I got Scott and Devin here with me. Greg got stuck out. He will be here when he gets a chance to get an internet connection.
Right.
So he'll be on without using his phone, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So at some point he will enter the stage and be here with us. Tonight we're talking about the Philadelphia experiment. Do either one of you know anything about it?
I know a little bit.
Little bit?
A little bit. I know the theories about it.
Do you want me to start or you guys want to start? Who wants to kick it off?
I'll start. The Philadelphia experiment was government, or more so Navy experiment, to try to work with cloaking. Initially, they wanted to make their boats allegedly make their battleships invisible to the U-boats that were, quite honestly, kicking our ass in World War II at that time.
And the magnetic mines.
Right.
So, it was to keep those from coming up under the water, sticking to the bottom of the boat and blowing it up.
Try to make it invisible to the missiles and the boats and all of that, torpedoes.
Right.
There was theory that it could do other things, but they didn't know. So they decided to do this experiment with one of the boats, and
the USS Eldridge.
Correct. Thank you very much. And it didn't quite work out the way they wanted it to. And then there's all kinds of wild theories from there, allegedly. There's
I love how Devin doesn't even look up. He's like, allegedly.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to this.
There are eyewitness accounts to say the boat disappeared from the Philadelphia harbor. Or
Yes.
Disappeared from there and appeared in
Norfolk, Virginia.
Right, Norfolk, Virginia. I don't know for how long. I don't think it was very long. A few seconds or minutes.
From what I've seen, it was only for 10 minutes, but it was 10 minutes earlier than when it disappeared from the Philadelphia harbor. So there's a whole bunch of speculation in this conspiracy theory, I guess you would say. So it says it disappeared from Philadelphia harbor, appeared in Norfolk, Virginia, 10 minutes before it disappeared in the Philadelphia harbor. And then when it reappeared in the Philadelphia harbor, it was 10 minutes after. So I guess 20 minutes after it disappeared from Philadelphia. So a whole bunch of time travel. What else would you call that?
Dimensional spatial jump.
A lot of that.
Yeah, because it's not like it just disappeared from that location and then reappeared in that location. It appeared in a whole other area and then came back. You know what I mean?
The boat is like Greg tonight, is what Stewart says.
What I heard was that it actually appeared that night in Norfolk, and then it appeared the next day back in the other.
There's a whole bunch of theories, dude. Like, I'm just going off of some of the stuff I read. I heard it was for hours. I heard it was for minutes. I heard one where it said it was only a couple seconds.
Right.
But apparently this green fog went all the way around the ship and it disappeared. And then when the green fog went away, it was just gone.
Right.
Like nobody knew where the ship was.
Right.
There were sightings of it in Norfolk. Then it comes back. There were people fused to the sides of the boat in the hull, stuff like that. Almost they say that almost all of the God darn it. Everybody on the boat, just put it that way. Everybody on the boat that survived, the crew. Yeah, I don't know why that word flipped out my head.
I got you.
But they say that they were like the Mad Hatters from Alice in the Wonderland. Everybody was just like schizo after that.
Right.
Yeah, Stuart, the crew. Devin already helped me out.
They were, very confused, disoriented. Some of them a little bit crazy. Like you said, there was reports of a couple of them being fused to the hull and the walls.
Some of them were turned inside out, like they're. There's a lot to it. I don't know if I believe it or not. There is also theories that aliens helped us invent the technology. Nikola Tesla was involved with the project. If you actually look into it, Nikola Tesla was involved in the experiment, and then he sabotaged one of the experiments, and it just like it started to work, and then it just like left all the green fog appeared.
Right.
They made the crew very nauseous, and then it just went away. And then they don't know if Tesla just left the experiment or if he was fired from the experiment, but he didn't want to use live people. Like he didn't want to use a living beings. He didn't want to use it. He wanted the boat to be empty until they figured out if it worked or not, because in his mind, he already knew that was going to happen.
Right.
Like, he was a very smart person, and he says it's really weird. But go ahead. Go ahead.
They, I mean, who knows? I know it was an experiment. They put a bunch of generators on it to create a electromagnetic field. It was supposed to. They were trying to go on the Einstein's.
It was a destroyer, Stuart. Stuart was asking questions in the comments.
The what is that theory that Einstein came up with?
Wasn't it like theory of electromagnetic fields or something like that?
Well, that's what it ultimately means. But that's
Einstein was involved in the experiment also.
Right. See, but that's been
debunked,
denied by the Navy.
100 times. Yeah, they still to this day they deny it. It was originally called the Rainbow Experiment because they said like the gases around the boat would change from green to blue to red and to orange, and that's why they called it the Rainbow Experiment. That was supposed to happen. The initial experiment, like Scott was saying, was just to get the boat to disappear on radar.
Unified theory. That's what I was trying to think of.
Okay.
Based on the unified theory of electromagnetic magnetism, supposedly can do all sorts of things. They think it could be possible to have anti-gravity with it, to cloak, to teleport, or even time travel. So there's all sorts of theories about it.
Which it apparently did, by the way.
Right, it did something, but I don't think what they expected it to.
Is my camera the right way? Am I mirrored?
Yeah.
No,
you're good.
Okay. It looks weird for some reason.
Fine, bro. Don't worry about it. But reappeared in like 1987 in Michigan or something like that. A bunch of different places. It apparently reappeared, which is, I don't know if I believe it or not, but
it is definitely a weird subject, I guess, a weird conspiracy theory. I mean, like I said, a lot of people believe that the aliens were the one who gave us the technology to do it.
Right.
It's a rabbit hole that for some reason the person that wanted to talk about this is not here.
Right.
Not the one who wanted to talk about, the one who says he knows more than we do about this is not here. So I grabbed up as much information as I could last second.
I know a little bit about it, but the problem is I have more questions than answers, of course. Like if let's say they didn't know exactly what it was going to do, right? Why start on an entire large battleship?
Well, they didn't.
You know what I mean? With a full crew that could maybe not get hurt.
They apparently, from what I read, they didn't. They started with an empty. When Nikola Tesla was still involved with the experiment, they started with an empty. It was the first experiment was with an empty boat, and then the second one. So apparently there was more than just one experiment or two. The first one was when they were talking about Nikola Tesla being involved. It was he did an experiment with an empty ship with other ships with cables leading to that ship, and that's how they powered it and moved it and all that. And it was empty,
right?
And it was for the most part successful. Like only certain parts of the ship on radar was missing, but there was still some still there. I see Greg has finally entered the studio. Then they did the second one. Like I said, the second one, I said the first one earlier, but the second one was when they tried a crew and it wasn't initially successful. It was just, it made the crew nauseous. It didn't disappear.
Right.
And then the third time, it didn't just disappear from radar. It disappeared altogether.
Oh,
and now Greg's gone. He more than likely is having technical difficulties.
Right.
Not surprising. It is Greg. So.
Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, I mean, my question is like, where did it go? And you know, nobody has given an honest answer about the time. Like you said, some say a few minutes, some say a few seconds, some say hours. You know, where did it go? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. It not only disappeared, well, it teleported, but then the time is all screwed up too. So they only maybe accomplished time, quote unquote, time travel, but they teleported as well. You know
that's the word I was looking for earlier. The teleported.
Yeah.
They teleported and a little bit of time travel, depending on which conspiracy theory you look up on it. I guess there's a lot of conflicting stories on it.
Right.
Greg just keeps disappearing.
He's gone again.
Speaking of which, I know a person who has teleportation already. Hajik.
Greg. Oh, Hajik. Oh, yeah. There's a guy named Michael Hajik that used to work for us or with us.
Yeah.
And that is funny because that does lead us down a rabbit hole, right? Because look, like this has happened to several of us at work. We would pass him on our way somewhere.
Right.
And no, he can't beat us because we all go around the same speed. So once we get in front of you, usually we can just keep that distance or we end up being further in front of you because traffic.
We're watching. We're not just gonna be like,
oh yeah, we see the yellow. We see the yellow behind us.
Right.
But
careful.
then he's just you get to the no, I stopped myself. Then we'll get to the meet point, and Michael Ajik is in the parking lot, and you're like, nah, dude.
How did he get there?
I know I was in front. Dude, this happened to me a couple times.
Yeah, it happened to me a couple times. I don't know.
When I got back to work, because I know I passed him in Cincinnati. I know it. I fly right by him. I'm like, later, bro. And then I get there, I'm parking my truck, and he's walking out to his car, and I'm like, nah, bro, you was like, you had to have been like way back there, and he was in front of me.
Look, I think he brought over some ancient like African voodoo magic or something with him. I think that's what it is. He just casts a little spell as he's driving, and poof, there he is. You know,
it's been confirmed he was an alien.
He was an alien.
It's been confirmed. This has happened to several of us. But let's get back onto the. I still would like to know where Greg went, but
well, we're on that right now. I think that let's go ahead and bring up the whole thing with aliens. Apparently, it was rumored that the Navy or the military, the U.S. military, was working with aliens at the time. So, which up until a little bit ago, we would have thought was just ridiculous. But as of new recent developments and all the things that we've seen with aliens just showing up randomly in our society, could it possibly be real?
Well, yeah. I mean, now
you never know.
The government's come out and confirmed, hey, we've found or we've seen, you know, unidentified objects. You know, they may be alien in nature, and you know, they're kind of sort of confessing now. Like,
well, the military came out and said these UFOs are not alien, but it's like, but you don't know what they are.
But it's technology that, to the best of our knowledge, we do not have. So who is it? You know?
No, it's, you know, deny. Then you never have to apologize.
Lie. Is that what you're saying? That's the theme of our government.
What they learned from Clinton, and look what they're doing now. So
Right.
I
You
get
think they
you.
just stopped?
That's the weird thing because, like, we'll hear about this type of thing, like the Philadelphia experiment. It happened. They started it, or they did it in was it 43? I think it was right at the beginning,
Yeah, it was
or
43. Yeah,
right at the beginning of World War II.
yeah.
It happened once that we're aware of, and then what, they just never tried again. I mean, I get it, people got hurt and stuff, don't get me wrong, but when has that ever stopped us from trying
It
again
never
or
had.
trying to perfect it or whatever,
They just go, ooh, let's do that in a little more secretive.
Yeah, let's do that a little different next time, right?
Let's just put it in one of our little bases we have area numbers for, and
Oh,
then
bro, you mean like
hide it away.
51?
No,
Who said
that's
that?
far. That's far
Who
too.
said that?
What's the word? That's far too obvious. I would say throw it
On the
in like,
nose? Is that
dude,
too on the
I would throw
nose?
it. I would throw it in something like Area 76. Just
Right.
like no one would guess it.
Hey, they claim, right, Pat has a whole underground thing where they took the original aliens from Roswell.
I have heard from people that is true. I have heard from people.
I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors. I
from
can't.
military that is true.
Right.
Right.
Well,
So
I am.
to some
I am.
degree. Yeah.
I
Whether
am
or not they're
definitely
lying.
mirrored.
Right.
You're definitely what?
I'm mirrored.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I had to remirror myself.
You know,
You're messing up our
I'm
whole
supposed to be like
format.
that. Hold on.
Switch it back.
Oh no.
There we go.
What is this?
That is really how I'm supposed to. My tattoo. I noticed because I never have my
Chris,
tattoos
you're
are
on the
on my right arm, bro.
You're
And
facing the wrong way, bro.
Yeah, you're turned.
that's
the
why I
wrong
switched
way.
us.
No,
That's why I switched us.
You're
Remember, Blair.
You're facing the.
But see, Devin's facing the wrong way too. That's why I did it. Yeah, that way. But I had to unmirror myself again or whatever. I'm the wrong now. I'm backwards.
It's okay, guys. Let's not worry about it.
We'll worry about that later.
Okay, here. Let me do this, and then you tell me it's wrong.
No,
That's
not
fine.
that. Look,
Go ahead and no.
go to your settings, bro.
Look, I'm looking right at
your-
you, Devin.
No, you're not.
No,
You're looking the other way, bro.
Am I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go down there to the settings. Click your settings.
But anyway,
camera.
Go ahead. Keep on going.
Do we have a backup topic?
That we left that to Devin.
Are we not
so if
entertaining you?
Then
Are you not entertained?
he's not entertained.
We are not
apparently.
entertained. No, look, and again, I know it's mirrored, so we're just going to do this for the rest of the show. But my tattoos are on the wrong arm.
You mirror it, dude. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. So
it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Hey, I'll throw this out here, okay? Since we're on Fun Whatever Friday, my house is supposedly mildly haunted, okay? And arguably the most haunted room in my house is the one that I'm in, the dining room, okay? This is my dining room behind me.
It's haunted by you.
It is mostly, you're right. But so if at any time you guys or our 3 viewers out there see anything abnormal behind me that's unexplainable, let me know. Not because I'm afraid, but because I would love to catch something on camera, basically. So if you guys see anything weird, a shadow or something that's unexplained, let me know. Because I'd love to have it on camera.
You're never going to see it unless it wants you to see it, Scott.
Probably not. But every once in a great while, a weird thing does happen. Nothing major, an unexplained noise, occasionally a shadow here or there, that's unexplained, but otherwise nothing severe, Nobody's in danger here, I don't think, but
oh, they are. They're just going to get you one of these nights, bro.
Look, if I get killed by repeated stabbings, it wasn't the ghost, it was my wife that I really ticked off, I promise. Okay.
Right. But is Greg here this time?
I don't know. The icon's up there. Greg, here.
He's trying. He's
trying
been trying to get
hard.
back in here for a minute. I don't know what's going on.
We can't hear him, unfortunately.
What are you doing, Devin?
I'm looking for something to talk about.
Yeah.
So I think this is pretty interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this up here because I think it's kind of fun. Might not be.
Right.
It's a little bit political, but it's not really. So we're gonna go ahead and bring it up.
Maybe Stuart, but I don't think so. My daughter and her friends have genuinely been scared a few times.
They absolutely are messing with him, but
well,
it's just
in different ways.
So we're gonna go ahead and share this one.
Oh, 2 Gregs. Oh, wow. That's something.
Harvard removes book made of human skin from library.
Oh.
Thought that was kind of interesting. Scott.
Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier.
And it's pretty crazy, pretty weird.
So that's a good one, Devin.
Yeah.
We went down a little bit of a rabbit hole with that, didn't we? Go ahead and tell our viewers what we found.
Won't bring it up, because I think it's sick and nasty, and I don't want to.
You don't want to talk about it?
No, I'll talk about it, but I'm not bringing up the pictures.
Oh yeah, don't bring. Look, anybody that wants to know can go searching on their own.
But bring it up. No, that's cool.
Bro.
Just be warned. Be warned. It is graphic, and we're warning you ahead of time. Like
I say, bring it up because I'm still on the verge of saying it's fake. It's just a makeup. Bring it up. Bring it up. And let people see it. I think it's fake, dude. I don't think that
you gonna have to
somebody made a code. Scott, bring it up. Find it.
All right, hold on. So find it. Give me a second.
What they're about to show. Go ahead, Devin. Explain it to him. I'm trying to text
you can buy human leather clothing items, tons of weird stuff, and they give you descriptions in there like this was from this person who was taken from their home, and some just absolutely strange stuff that I honestly kind of creeps me out to even read. So.
I was laughing at.
What was I gotta find that.
How will you earn your liberal arts degree in necrophilia from Oxford or from Harvard?
For $320K.
All right.
Avery jacket. Okay, hold on. Avery jacket.
All right, hold on. But yeah, it's. I don't believe it. I really don't believe that. It seems to me, it seems like that would be illegal. But who knows?
Sure you'd have been arrested by now.
Guys, Google does not want to. It does not want to bring that up. It brings up everything but that. Hold on, I might have to go to another site.
Well, he finds it. I'm just saying, I don't believe it. I don't think that you could just go buy a coat made with people's faces on it, and then the whole backstory to the coat of people that were taken. What the one said, it was boiled alive and skinned alive, and
look, there's some
they had names and all that.
I mean, I don't know.
I just don't believe it, man. It's hard for me to believe, but so is the Philadelphia experiment. But
so this is really creepy.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, did you? Okay. I'll let you.
Yeah.
I was still looking.
I am doing this under duress. I do not agree with showing this, but we're going to go ahead.
We'll give out a warning real quick. A little graphic and disgusting and disturbing.
Urban outraged.
Yeah.
All right. So you can get the Juliet skirt.
Here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can get the.
You notice there's faces in there, everybody, and look, that one's got a blood stain. Isn't that nice on the bag?
Nice bag.
That's what I'm talking about right there. The coat.
The Avery jacket. We go to the Avery jacket, and you look it up, and it's
got a whole backstory to it.
It's some really creepy shit right here.
It keeps scrolling down.
It says, "The Avery leather is natural and one of a kind. After all, there was only one Avery. The Avery was crafted from the most luxurious skin." I can't even read the rest of this. Making this jacket natural and unique.
Right. Scroll down.
I got you.
Right here.
Avery.
Scroll down more.
What is that, dude?
As Avery was only 22 when she was taken away from her friends and family, the jacket should be beautiful. She came pre-tanned and was then flayed while still alive.
While
So
still
any
alive.
signs of stress on the skin or what is that?
Sign of individually into it.
All right.
Be taken as signs of individuality. Anyway, that's freaking freaky, man.
Yeah. It's sick. If it's real, I think it should be outlawed. Honestly.
Stuart says weird design, but most likely chimp skin.
Yeah, dude.
Amber says that looks like
Amber, yeah. You're absolutely right. That's what I thought about it. It should be outlawed if it is real. I hope it's not, but you never know.
Believe it's. I don't believe it because that's what I'm saying. Like I don't believe that it's real. I believe it's some kind of like I don't even know how to say it. You know, like some kind of like sales pitch. It like Halloween costume designs or some stuff like that.
They made something like that on Jeepers Creepers.
Okay.
Also, they made stuff like that.
Apparently,
it's fake.
It's a nonprofit or a nonprofit organization known for its controversial avenues to raise animal rights awareness. Launched a fake satirical clothing store.
I knew it. See, winner chicken dinner, bro. I told you it was fake.
PETA, but then again, it could be.
No,
right.
No,
maybe you never know.
PETA doesn't like humans.
Right.
I knew it was fake, man. I just
keep an eye on your family members. You never know.
I mean, if you showed me this on like Faces of Death or something, I'd be like, man, that's crazy. Because that if anybody has never seen it, go watch it. It'll give you nightmares for about a month and a half.
Stuart, it is definitely one of a kind.
Yeah,
absolutely one of a kind. But
right,
yeah.
She wants one.
Look,
she wants made out of me, though. Even though
it's not real, I mean, who wants to wear that around, though? Like, I mean, a jacket full of weird faces.
I
would say,
I'm just saying, if I come up missing and Amber has a new jacket,
look into it.
Don't call the cops. Don't call the cops. You know what I mean? Let her go ahead and live her life. You know what I mean? But just know what happened.
Oh man. Same with like if I get stabbed to death, it wasn't the ghost. It was just turn the other way, just look the other way. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, that was definitely the ghost, bro.
That was the ghost. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're not going to turn anybody on that.
Okay. It's been playing
let her collect the insurance, bro. Let her collect the insurance. So
sure. The ghost though, man, the ghost been playing little piggies on you for a little while now. You ain't felt that on your toes?
No, not yet.
No.
It's like when people burn down their own house, you know what I mean? Why would you tell on them, you know?
Right.
They're just trying to make some money.
Make some money, yeah.
All
right. I don't want to make any money. I just want to have my house rebuilt the right way.
Yeah, that's why I bought a new house.
Change in like 10 years.
Yeah. But
all right.
This is I don't think Greg's coming back, or he might make it back. He might jump in for the last half hour. We're supposed to go an hour tonight, and I think that Philadelphia store kind of like died in the water.
Honestly, dude.
All puns intended.
We had a hell of a day. We
did.
I mean, it was Easter weekend and all those things, and it was terrible out there.
Right. It was.
Everything
it was.
Everything went all bad today. All bad.
No.
Because
we're out there driving.
Spring break, Easter weekend. Yeah, it was all bad. It was stay home. Stay home. Don't go out. It's not worth it.
Scott offered the
I agree. And it would help
offer sacrifice, Scott.
No.
Yeah. Yep. Do it. Do it, Scott. No. Offer yourself up.
No.
It's for the good cause, bro.
They wouldn't like me anyway. I'm too mean.
All right. And we call you Satan for a reason, bro.
That's right. You guys call me Satan for a reason. See, I just put on the smile to distract you, but really I have other plans.
Right. That is true. There are always other plans. Let's see. I'm trying to find something else. To bring it back to the Philadelphia project, man, or experiment, whatever you want to call it.
Experiment.
It's, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's true? Do you think a ship could just disappear? Do you think we have any, like, we just stumbled along some technology like that, and then they just stopped? They trashed the whole thing? Or do you think they continued and found something else? I mean, they say that's where we got a lot of our stealth technology, like the stealth. What is it? The stealth 117.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have. It might have.
I don't know. You didn't have to bring that up.
I'll bring it up. Go ahead. Keep talking.
It might have spurred, what now is the cloaking paint or metal or whatever it is for our planes against radar. There's also theories that, look, I believe that we already have anti-gravity technology. Maybe that's how they did it. I don't know. Maybe it spurred anti-gravity technology because there's a theory about that being able to do that also. So I don't know. There's been no other leak since 1943, but 45, I guess, for the most part. Yeah, there are plenty of people.
Well, it happened. The
The
Philadelphia project happened on October 28th, 1943.
Right.
I would say that we tried it. We failed really bad. We put it on the back burner for a while when we beat the Germans and found all their crazy technology they stole from the pyramids and ancient ruins and stuff.
Right.
And we were like, oh, look, we can do
a better way.
Yeah.
Let's use a little bit of Hitler's technology.
There was that thing that we did after. Didn't we all go down to Antarctica? Greg,
that's the stealth.
Right.
117. Mm-hmm. But apparently they say that's where we got some of that technology from. I mean, I believe, with Nikola Tesla and all them being involved in it, Einstein, there's a lot of other names that I can't pronounce because I don't know why. They're just weird ass names and I can't pronounce them. I think one of them's Brown, but the other ones I have no clue. I can't I can't even start to do that, but who knows?
Stuart, how would he be just bad at math when they went to a harbor and then went back to the same harbor? The Navy says that they actually have access to a canal that they were able to go through. They were able to make the time to get there to Norfolk, but no, it definitely wasn't just bad. They were either stealthed or they teleported, or
they say some of them sailors never even came back.
They for some reason decided to sail all the way to Norfolk in like 4 hours.
He said reread that. Maybe than that. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. The only thing I see he said.
Maybe the navigation guy was bad at math and sucked at reading charts, so it wasn't that it's stealth, just human error. But I don't see how that.
Right, those two ports are quite a ways from each other.
Right,
200. They're 200 to 250 miles away, something like that.
They went there.
Maybe it showed up the next day, but it was 10 minutes before the. They just got the dates wrong, bro.
They appeared at Norfolk at night and then went back and appeared back at the other harbor in Philadelphia Harbor the next day. So either they decided, hey, you know what? Let's chart a course. We're going to go all the way down to Norfolk, turn around and go all the way back without stopping, without seeing anything, without doing any drills or tests. That's going to be our test. And you want me to believe that coming from the government. I don't believe that for a second.
Right.
Yeah, I don't believe it was an accident. I don't technically believe the whole conspiracy theory, but it is crazy, nonetheless. You know what I mean? When you really look into it, it's a crazy story. I don't, like I said, especially like even last week, I think it was our Saturday show with the pyramids. You know what I mean? People say there's a lot of things going on with that. The aliens built them, this built them, that built them. I don't know, but you gotta show me proof. I gotta see the ship disappear right in front of my face.
I get that.
1940.
So, I know. Well, it was 1943, October 28th.
At that time, yes, Stuart. As long as they traveled through the canal, which is what they were saying. He says the U.S. ships can't move that fast.
Can't move that fast.
But yes, but no, not back in 1943.
Yeah, not in 43.
Yes, in 1943, if they went through the canal. But still, why would you do that? Right. Why? Where in your brain did you decide that's a great idea? Hold on.
So, I mean, I'm a big proponent with you, Chris, about being, I want to see it with my own eyes to believe it. But there's the other part of me that says, look, when you have enough of eyewitnesses and stories and accounts and so forth, at what point do you just go, maybe there really is something to this, or do you just say, nah, it's all bullshit? You know what I mean?
No, I agree. You know what I mean? Like there are some things that you don't necessarily have to see to believe.
Right.
But
I think there's something to it. Did it really vanish into thin air and all that? I don't know.
I mean, maybe they did stumble onto something,
right.
I mean, there was another story that I read about it where it disappeared and then it showed back up in 1980 something or something and then disappeared.
I kind of heard something.
There you go. Go ahead. What?
1987. It was in Michigan, I do believe.
Yeah, I heard that one. I went down that one.
Get in the Great Lakes.
The bad part about this conspiracy theory is, and we're kind of butchering it, is that we're definitely butchering the crap out of this. Yeah, it's what we do best. But
go ahead. I got some information about it.
Well, I'm just saying there are so many different stories. Like my wife showed me one yesterday, and it was about this other guy who was doing all this other stuff in New Mexico, I think Dulce, Mexico, about all these bases that are underneath the ground out there and aliens. And his dad was the captain on that ship. And he found all this paperwork on it and what they did to all the sailors that were put in mental wards, basically.
Right.
That people really did disappear. He got attacked by an alien.
Wow.
And it's a very weird story, but who knows if any of that stuff is real or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Right.
But there's definitely a whole bunch of different that's the thing that kills this story for me is there's so many different twists to it. Mm-hmm. There's so many different stories to it, basically. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm just butchering that too.
Well, if we know anything, when the government denies it, it's probably true. So
no, yeah.
I know why admittedly this didn't happen.
I know that ship, the Fitzgerald, was decommissioned and I believe cut up for scrap by the Navy I was trying to look up what year. I think it was in the 80s sometime. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. But so that boat's gone. If it just weirdly appeared somewhere else, like in the 80s, that seems a little odd too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's why this one's so hard to follow, though. And like there's other conspiracies out there, and we picked one which Greg, of course, he's not here. He knows a little bit more about this than we do. We tried to hurry up and research some stuff. It was a rough day, so that's why we're butchering this so bad.
All right.
This show will get better when it comes to this stuff. It's just the one who knows more about this theory ain't here. You know what I mean? Right. So, but there's that. But the starter went out on a semi and he had a rough day. But anyway, the thing with this conspiracy is like other conspiracy theories, they kind of read the same story. You know what I mean? It comes along the same line. This one branches out so many different directions that I tried to research it and dude, it just went everywhere. It went everywhere. I was like, okay, this, and this. And then I was okay, what's this one say? And completely different. And I was like, why? Like, why is this so hard to do? But again, Greg got us. He got us.
He got us big time. So let's go ahead and bring up something more fun here. I just want to go ahead and bring this up because there's a story that I thought was kind of cool.
I can't find what year that they tore it apart. I saw it earlier, but it took me a while through some documentary or something. I saw it. I don't remember. But I know it's decommissioned. They cut it apart for scrap. And but I think it was sometime in the 80s.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I read something about that too. I was more going down the trail and trying to find more about the Nikola, whatever the heck his name is, the Tesla
Nikola
dude.
Tesla, all right.
Mr. Tesla.
Jeremy
Right.
says sounds like a job for Fox Mulder.
Right.
What was the chick? What was the chick's name? Was that Mulder?
Scully.
Scully. Where's Scully?
Yeah, right.
I'd rather see her. I like redheads. I didn't just say that, did I?
You did.
Uh-oh.
It was a joke.
So, are you ready for something that you're going to like? I have something that you guys are going to enjoy, especially Scott, because it's going to make him feel really happy that somebody finally took somebody down a peg.
Uh-oh.
No more carbon pollution.
Right.
No more tracking it and making me pay for it for taxes.
Nice. I like
Isn't
it.
that amazing?
It is amazing.
I love that picture of him though.
Yeah,
Did you see
like he's stuck, sort of like he kind of geeked out. He's stuck now.
It looked like he was frozen. Yeah. It was like that picture I showed you guys earlier of the one article where, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but he had his lips pursed just right to where it looked like his lips were. It looked like a butthole.
I like that. But the problem is, what else are they tracking though, Devin? They're always tracking something. I told you guys earlier today. I mean, every time I use my Google Maps, like, hey, how was this place, or how was this road, or it's like, leave me alone, stop tracking me. What the hell?
But I don't disagree that.
I can hear him.
Are you there,
What's
Greg?
up?
Oh,
there he is.
Greg.
Yeah, we've butchered this whole show so far. If you want to come in and
about time, bro.
He doesn't have his headset on either.
Apparently not.
He's having trouble.
I did.
No.
Anyway,
it wasn't working.
All right, we there?
Yeah, we're here.
We've been here.
Are we there?
We're
here. You're here.
Now I can't hear you guys through my headset. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Greg didn't make it today.
I don't think Greg made it today.
Yeah.
Greg didn't.
But
he didn't make it like Biden's order didn't make it. So
all right.
Yeah,
he's definitely had a bad day. It sucks for Greg. But it's the weekend and we're all trying to wind down off of this miserable week we had. How you get pressed by your map. Jeremy said, how your map pressing you, bro? Like, hey, do this, do that.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to turn off the tracking. Yeah, it's for a day and a half now, like 3 or 4 different times. It's like, how was South Dixie? Because I live like right off of South Dixie. I'm like, it was great. Leave me alone. I don't know what you want from me.
Scott, how you feel.
Scott's maps are standing over him like the like Bubba in the joint. I said, how'd you like your dinner, boy? No.
It asked me how I liked Arby's because I went there the other day. Like, oh, would you leave me alone?
All right. Yeah, it's the maps have went completely nuts, man. They don't work as good as they used to. I don't know what happened with the maps.
They're terrible, man.
Yeah. Yep. They definitely are. Anybody else got anything to say about the Philadelphia project?
No, not particularly. It's conspiracy wrapped in conspiracy, mirrored by some more conspiracy. So it's always on my exactly here, especially the last couple of days, and I don't know why. I gotta figure out how to turn off the tracking or something on it.
Hey, look. I've been, through the system several times. I keep my maps on the tracking because if they ever ask me where were you at 4:00 on the 25th, I couldn't tell you where I was yesterday. So I want that to be able to show the cops, like, look, bro, this is where I was. I wasn't nowhere near that convenience store that day.
It won't matter. It's going to be right next to that convenience store when you look at it. You'll be like, what government?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. I got it working now. I'm going to hop off cam as I drive so I can put my phone down and not kill anybody. But I'm still alive for about the last, I don't know, 40 minutes. I had no internet at all.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
We explained to the people when you watch this, you'll see how bad we butchered it.
Right.
Oh yeah, did you butcher it?
Yeah.
We
You're the one that
tried-
have most of the knowledge about this. Oh, he's gone again.
No, he's still here.
No, I'm here. I just
turned
turned the
his-
cam off so
Okay.
I didn't have to stare at it while I'm driving down the highway.
Right.
Good,
But
we're
yeah,
all thankful.
yeah, we tried our best to look up what we could on that, and dude, that story goes so many different places that we couldn't hold it.
It goes to from people from the ship disappearing and from the Philadelphia Naval Station reappearing in Virginia and then coming back. People just not ever coming back, disappearing. People fused within the hull, so they're half in their body, half out. I mean, that's a crazy story.
Right.
It actually has UFO connections.
Right.
Yeah, we went through that,
Yeah.
but like without you to like try to help us piece it together.
I'm sorry,
we kind of butchered it. We
it's
tried
our
our
first
best.
conspiracy Friday, fun day.
We never talked about the people that apparently showed up in the bar. Where
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
That's
I
right.
can
I
get
got
to
it.
that story. Okay,
There you go. Go ahead.
In the 1980s, there was a bar that used to have a back room back in the year 40s, 50s, but they sealed it up and used it for storage. But so I want to say 1986, but that might not be right. I'd have to brush up on my research. But so there's people sitting in the bar and they're just drinking in the 1980s when two sailors wearing the Philadelphia, I can't remember the boat name. It started with an E.
Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald.
Yep, Fitzgerald.
Is that
just walked through the wall.
Yeah.
Right.
And they looked around. They didn't know where they were, or anything going on. And then after a little while, it wasn't very long. It was just a few seconds, and they just vanished.
Disappeared. Right.
Just
it
disappeared out of
it was
thin
the
air.
Eldridge.
Yeah, the Eldridge. I said it earlier. I couldn't
Aldridge.
remember what I said. Yeah.
See, I wanted to say Eldridge, but Aldridge. So there is a lot of different folklore going back about that story, like new generators, and everybody thinks they were nuclear, and they were supposedly researching what are we laughing about?
Jeremy, look, I told you, me and Jeremy have been going through this for about 20 years that he swears I slept with his mom. It's a joke, right? But he said, look, I'm gonna put it on here. He said, we're trying to find out if Chris was at my mom's house last Friday at 9:15 p.m. We're going to need to see need a list of your tracking, bub.
They were experimenting with new generators, and the UFO connection is the UFO propulsion they believed were really powerful electromagnetic fields that allows them to overcome the gravity. So they said they were new top secret generators, which people kind of concurred that they were nuclear generators, reactors.
Right.
And they strung the boat with high density electric cables. And flipped on the generators, and poof, there went the boat, disappeared.
Yeah.
And just
we got to most of that. It was just it went really quick because we were like didn't have too many stories to go along with it.
I'm kind of the conspiracy anchor here on this show, so I'm sorry my system messed up here and everything got messed up. But
well, like I said, like I was trying to explain to the people though, like who are watching this, and the people who will see it would probably be like, "What the hell did you guys do?"
Right.
But this conspiracy theory isn't like most other ones where there's like one path that most of the stories you hear, there's one path and you can pretty much get a lot of stuff for it. But this one is just it goes all over the place.
It does. It starts with a guy who claimed to be in that naval yard calling a
Allen,
reporter
yeah.
and first eyewitness. The reporter thought this guy's crazy, but then later on, some top-ranking military and intelligence officials came and started asking him questions about the guy, and
Yeah, it
some
was
letters
Charles
appearing.
Charles Allen was
Yep,
the
Charles Allen.
the sailor, and it was
Yeah.
Jessup was an author. He was a
Jessup.
scientist who
Yeah.
was an
Yep.
author.
Yep.
And then the day he was supposed to hand over all of the information to one of his friends to like go over it with him,
Yeah.
because he wrote one book, it was really popular. He wrote several others, they weren't. So he used the Allen story and was going to write this book. And no, he died. He died.
Well,
he did the thing with the
mysteriously
car.
died. He knew the Clintons. No.
Oh no.
But yeah.
He didn't know that, but yeah.
It goes off. That was a joke. It branches off in a million different directions.
It
But
does.
as we know, the government likes to hide and bury things.
Right. Well, like Devin said earlier when you weren't here, Greg.
Yeah.
If the government says it ain't if the government says it isn't true, you should probably look into it. You know?
It is true. Yeah, I mean, the very term conspiracy theory started with the Manhattan Project.
Right.
It was coined by the government. That's just a conspiracy theory. That's just a conspiracy theory.
Right.
So when the government says conspiracy theory, that's old psyop.
Right.
Don't look here, look over here. You know what I mean?
Misdirection. Right.
Yep. It's classic. Yeah, misdirection. Look, there's a circus over there. Don't look over
sorry,
here.
I didn't mean to pull that back up. I meant to say something.
Dude, okay, go away.
There you go, Scott. I fixed it for you.
Yeah. What did you do now?
You put maybe. I would put maybe.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misspelled. I'm a terrible speller. I'll tell you all that right now. You guys understood what I was trying to say.
You're a terrible speller.
I am a terrible speller.
Terrible speaker too.
Oh, what are you talking about?
All right, let's see, Scott. If you're a terrible speller, railroad crossing. Can you spell that without any R's?
I know that joke. No.
How about you, Duffner? Can you spell railroad crossing? Can you spell that without any R's?
No, not doing it.
All right, I'll do it for you all. Okay, THAT. Because the very sentence is railroad crossing. Can you spell that without any R's?
I thought you was trying to be funny, and I was like, I'm not even tempting that because you ain't getting me, bro.
It's such a dad joke.
It is a dad joke.
That's a bad dad joke.
Yeah, that's an old joke. That's long before dad jokes.
Right.
The dad joke
so
is
what became a dad joke.
A dad joke is what the big chimney say to the little chimney.
Oh no.
Stop smoking.
You're too small to smoke.
Okay.
Too little to smoke. Yeah.
Another dad joke is if a Filipino has a baby with a guy from Holland, would it be a jalapeno?
Stop. Please stop. Yeah. Please stop. Please, I have to apologize to our viewers.
Look,
please.
Scott hates dad jokes, but I love dad jokes. They're fucking hilarious.
Occasionally get a good one, but most of them are just so cheesy I can't stand them.
Daddy.
Which is why there's some dad jokes. I get
that brings up the thing. If you all in the comments want to go ahead and share your dad jokes, please do, so that we can mess with Scott more. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Why'd the pervert cross the road?
I
can't finish that joke.
No, you can't finish that joke.
No,
I got that and I choked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't do that. Don't.
Hey, look at the time. I think we're close enough to an hour. Thanks for watching, everybody.
It's evolved so fast.
Yes,
it's evolved from the beginning when we started this. We tried. We apologize. It's Friday,
fun day. Friday. You know what I mean? So
we figured we'd get on here and let everybody, wind down from the week.
And since it's Fun Day Friday and anything goes, next week Devin's going to wear a dress.
That's what we heard.
That's not happening.
Oh, hey, Greg,
is it going to be made out of human skin?
You first, bro. You first.
Look, we figured out that was fake. I've been calling it all day. That was fake. It was done by PETA.
Yes.
I was happy to have that win. Because it was
we'll give it
was
to you, it was disturbing, Right.
But it was just like, now how are they just selling this stuff on the open market? You know what I mean? With like, hey, just come buy these faces on this coat. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I feel you right there. That was creepy.
It was done by PETA, so
Yeah, we'll give you that one, Duffner. You called that.
Oh, why did Greg mute his
I don't
mic?
I don't know. But
I
I
muted.
still
I'm doing
consider
something. Yeah,
it's-
I'm
okay.
back in and out for a second. But go ahead.
it still
go
is
ahead.
PETA though, so I mean it could be possible. So.
Right.
I mean, they'd be more worried about whales than they would, about well, I guess that's why they did it though. So
yeah, they just want to, get rid of some of us, so we stop getting rid of some of them.
there you go. Stuart looked it up.
Another.
Bring that up, Scott.
Okay. There you go.
It raised $5 million to stop the inhumane killing of animals. Well, congratulations, PETA.
Yeah, I mean,
Good job, PETA.
right.
Yeah, I'll take that down.
I have a soft spot for animals, so I'll call that a win too.
I like dogs. That's about it.
I like almost all animals, but
I'm joking.
They got
one W. Yeah, that's about all they got. Did you ever see that? Do you remember that commercial? Was it a Toyota commercial? Oh, what was that chick's name? The kind of heavy set comedian. She was on Identity Thief.
Oh,
the whale comes up, smacks the boat. She comes flying out, smacks on the side of the ship, and the boat.
I think I saw that one.
It was a Super Bowl commercial or something like a couple years ago. I think Devin shared it not too long ago.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I have no idea.
You never seen it, dude? If I find it, I'll send it to you. It's hilarious, dude.
You must.
I'll find her name and then I'll look it up and I'll send it to you later. It's hilarious. I wish I had it now because everybody's probably on who's watching is like, what's that?
Yeah.
Out of the blue-haired nutcases they got. Yeah, that's true, Stuart. That commercial, the Toyota commercial from the Super Bowl commercial with the fat chick from Identity Thief, where she's the PETA person. The whale comes up, smacks the boat, or smacks her little raft boat, and it's hilarious.
It is.
I was explaining to Devin, and he didn't know what I was talking about.
So, does anybody else got anything else?
I don't know. Does anybody got anything else? Go ahead, Greg.
Okay.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. I am happy it's Friday, dude. This week sucked.
Yeah. I get Friday the worst day I've had in probably a year and a half.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad day. It was a pretty bad week. The best part of the week that I look forward to is getting on here and doing this.
All right.
I do love this. I love interacting with the audience. I love seeing how many more people we can draw in for our insanity.
Right.
It'll get better.
You called that one right.
And again, this Friday show will get better.
It will.
We just went off the rails today. It was a complete and utter disaster.
We're still learning as we go. Remember that. We're growing and learning as we go. So
for everybody here, if you got suggestions, anybody that watches it, you got suggestions, anything you want to, suggest we might do on a Fun Day Friday, please let us know. It would very much help us.
Right. If there's anything you want us to talk about, let us know. Maybe we'll do it. Hopefully.
Yeah. Something that doesn't go into 100 different trails, so we don't have to look up one thing and you wanted us to look up something else.
Yes, Stuart.
Backup topics. Yes, we will have a backup.
Normally we do.
The whole thing with today is we didn't want to go down the government, the politics. We wanted to wipe all that out and make Friday the fun day. You know what I mean? It's the end of the week.
And beer on stream.
Yeah.
We actually had an idea about making a drinking game out of watching like a Biden what was it, like a Biden,
like one of his speeches if he does it on Friday, because I'm not drinking on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, bro.
It's gonna have to be a Friday
or a Wednesday.
It would have to be
like Friday, and that shit would be hilarious.
Yeah.
You guys still hear me? Okay.
Yes,
yeah, we can still hear you.
I just couldn't see the little thing around my
you're still it's still moving.
I still don't know what happened to my internet. That was crazy.
hacking.
The government didn't want you to tell your story about the
That's
Philadelphia experiment,
that
so they just cut you all the way out,
Trying
bro.
to shut us down.
I restarted my phone 32 times. And then finally I got to like Kiwi Street and it's like, hey, guess what? You got internet.
Hmm.
All right.
Hey, look
was
at that,
like-
guys. We're at an hour.
Crazy.
We're almost at an hour. Okay. Yeah, it's Friday, people.
Yeah.
We are.
Thank God we made another week.
The week is over, man. I am so happy. I've been waiting for this week to be over since Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't forget to ring that bell.
Yes, I'm.
Right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Do that. Do
Subscribe.
all the great stuff. Do the like, the subscribe, the share. The sharing and the subscribing is the most important part. So if you want to help us grow, I don't know if I should say it on this one. You'll be like, but yes, if you want to see more of this,
sharing is caring.
yeah, sharing is caring. It helps a lot. It really does. So
And
if
the
you
ladies
share it,
like it when it grows.
yes, they do. They love it. They love it. That's the only time they like it. But
Yes.
but anyway, we're out of here.
Right.
Y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy your Easter. Happy Good Friday and happy Easter to all of you out there.
Yep. God
And
bless America. God bless the troops.
Yep.
Down with the tyrannical government.
Yes.
Let's make America great again. I said it. I said
Absolutely.
You said it.
All right, guys.
Right.
Have
God
a good
bless.
weekend.
Good night.
Yep. See you
Have a
guys.
good weekend.